Hey Crow, when do you think we'll reach $5 ADA? August? That's wrong. Good eye, mate, from Australia. We shall see, y'all. It's getting kind of silly. That's not accurate. With my own hands, seen with my own eye. It is what it is. I call it how I see it. I'm wearing my hat again. Why? Every time I do anything with Ethereum, I just want to like punch myself in the face. Like, this is the kind of thing that makes older, wealthy men sexy. I'm in love with Elon Musk. I fucking deserve it. Oh, I hope this turns out okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my. DeFi kind of goes against my very nature. Be wary of the people pretending to be me in my own YouTube video. Let me tell you something. What's the difference between ADA and deer nuts? Yeah, I messed up that joke. Looks like a crow to me, but whatever. It's about 83 cents now, y'all. Looks like a crow to me. ADA at $28 equals $1 trillion market cap. Yeah, that's cool. Ooh, how you like that? I like that. Had some names, some brains, some PhDs, and a white paper. If you're already stupid rich from DeFi gains over the bear market and into this bull market, then you could probably afford all the crazy fees associated with working on ERC20. Crow, you beautiful beast. Rawr. Every time I look at these statistics, they are bigger than the last time. After Goguen, Vitalik will shard his pants. That's a beautiful thing right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, we don't need to spam it. Yeah, some of you are seeing, you're realizing I'm dropping some knowledge right here. Welcome. Woohoo. It is what it is, yo. It is what it is. I don't know if they've been trained to turn off their brain power. It just means, well, I guess that's the question. I don't really know what it would mean. Folks, it's 9 to 5 cents. ADA, baby. ADA. I'm not here to start anything. I do have a slight conspiracy theory. If they hear crypto or Bitcoin and ATM in the same sentence, you might as well bend over and just kiss that opportunity goodbye as they kick your ass right out the door. At some point in the future, my channel will likely become like a Cardano maximalist channel. ETH2 coming before Goguen. No way. No way. I don't even know that Ethereum 2.0 is going to hit before the end of this bull market. Like, I saw a whale trader who's like an ADA moon boy. I was pulled into this private group of pretty significant traders. I kind of keep quiet and observe, but this guy's talking about how ADA could go to $36 by the peak of this market and by the end of this year and this and that. And I'm like, man, for that to happen, like the stars would all have to align and there would have to be so much money being dumped into ADA and I don't think that that's a probability at all. But I think what happens post Goguen, like when smart contracts officially launch on mainnet, it's gonna be like letting a bunch of rabid dogs out of a gate, chasing a rabbit. Like, I just think it's gonna get crazy fast. From there, it's going to be as much about, the projects that are migrating from Ethereum. And then, of course, Ethereum articles are going to be spinning that, right? We're going to get political. Like, I believe that we're going to end up in a position where you're not going to mention Ethereum without mentioning Cardano in the same sentence. And then over time, there's going to be this very consistent migration from Ethereum to Cardano. Will it all transpire before the peak of this market? Probably not. Look at this, 33,000 people read this article. Here's the thing, you don't see this kind of sentiment on much of anything in crypto. The fact that this article has been read that many times is nuts. Cardano is becoming a household name in blockchain. And I believe that because of Cardano and the way it's come about, a part of me almost wonders if the word smart contract is becoming kind of synonymous with Cardano. People hear Ethereum and they're like, oh, Ethereum's that stuff that's not, all those ICOs were on, or they like, oh, that's all the DeFi token thing that charges a crazy amount of fees no matter what you do on their network. When DeFi hits Cardano, how many DeFi applications, legitimately, not moon boying on Cardano, but how many of these DeFi applications are going to migrate entirely to Cardano? And when they do that, how much will the public save in fees? I would love to see a tool comparing fees on volume of Ethereum and then the fees on Cardano, and just compare the two. How much is the average user trading in DeFi on Ethereum? How much is the average user trading on Cardano? And as it grows, how much are the Cardano users saving? Because I'm telling you, once that information starts coming out, it's just going to be a no-brainer. People are not going to use Ethereum-based DeFi applications once smart contracts launch on Cardano. Period. I'm telling you, it's just going to get absolutely nuts. At least 50% will migrate, says William. Yeah, I agree. And I think what's going to happen is a lot of these DeFi projects are very likely going to create liquidity on Cardano, and then just over time, just slowly divert everything from Ethereum to Cardano as Cardano continues to grow. That's what I think. It will be mutually beneficial for both blockchains. It will, because ultimately Cardano is going to alleviate a lot of pressure on Ethereum. So ultimately, it's going to help Ethereum perform better. And that's going to be another article someday. Cardano makes everything better for Ethereum users, because of its superior technology. So that alone is going to generate more interest. Like, ask anybody in the know and anybody that's developing a significant project, and they're all pretty much in agreement that it's just, while a lot of these Ethereum moon boys are pumping Ethereum 2.0 all over the place, acting like it's going to be the next best thing to slice bread, it's just not the case. It's not the case. And I see some pretty prominent YouTubers pumping this shit too, which I'm like, okay, how many Ethereum do you hold? Like, really? Like, how many Ethereum do you hold, brother? Because there's no way. It's like everything else going on today. It's like almost nothing is as it seems. It's getting kind of ridiculous. I understand everybody wanting to be bullish on Ethereum, but I'm telling you right now, I think Ethereum is going to become the old school. And when I'm looking at a lot of the projects that have been invested into basically from like 2017 up to present day, it seems like if you were to compare technology between all of them and try to establish what project is going to have the most fundamental use case moving forward, I do not see any technology out there beating Cardano. And here's the thing. I know that some people might look at me, especially if you're new, and you might say, oh, Crow's so bullish on Cardano. They haven't even launched smart contracts yet, and he's acting like it's the best thing in the whole wide world. Yeah, I do. I do act that way because that's what I believe, and I call it how I see it. I don't see any technology out there really touching Cardano post-Goguen. And I think that at that point, it's going to be a matter of all of the projects that are going to be leaving a lot of these other platforms. And the ones that can migrate to Cardano very likely will. And I think to some degree, it's going to be a slow grow, because I think we're going to start seeing a lot of projects like Celsius Network and others. Like, there's going to be an endless sea of DeFi-based protocols and applications basically trying to migrate away from Ethereum onto Cardano, and they're going to do so first by coexisting. They're going to duplicate their efforts from Ethereum onto Cardano and start the train moving. And slowly, they're going to be moving assets from one position to the other. And then before long, fees on Ethereum will start to drop. And then I think at that point, there is potential for some of the biggest, I mean, one of two things may very well happen. It could be like the biggest, brightest DeFi projects out there are going to remain on Ethereum and continue pushing forward as they started, or it's just going to be a graveyard for crap coins that they get thrown out on Ethereum. I don't really know how that's going to end up, but what I do believe is that the creme de la creme is already working on their migrations to Cardano right now. And I think that post-Goguen, we're going to see an endless sea throughout the rest of the bull market of these projects that have migrated over to Cardano. And the other thing to that is too, when we do start seeing that, the adoption is going to continue rising. And listen, what are you going to do with the adoption when, hell, by that time, probably 75% of the total supply is going to be staked? It's not going to be freely available on the market. And I think that's where I think Cardano, from a fundamental standpoint and from a like buy and hold, or if I'm going to crow my coins, I'm crowing Cardano. because I think that what happens over the course of this bull market is going to be nothing in comparison to the next, and that's truth. A lot of people say, when do you get out? When do you get out? I don't know. I don't know that I do, because think about it. Depending on where the price of Cardano gets to, even if the market does a big pullback, which I don't personally believe we're going to see as significant a pullback as we did in the previous market cycles. I don't. There's too much institutional money that has been going into Bitcoin and other assets. And I think a lot of the people that have been accumulating ADA over this time period, they're going to be generating passive incomes from delegating it and keeping it staked. I mean, there's still so much potential and there's still so much up in the air. Well, I truly believe it's going to do well. And I do believe the technology behind Cardano is going to take everybody in the world by storm. I feel like you think DeFi is big now. Wait till DeFi launches on Cardano. And everybody's not being completely raked through the coals with insane bottlenecking fees on a network. Then we'll see some significant DeFi growth. But until then, we've got ERC20. We're not ignorant moon boys just here to try and pump the latest crap token from 0.06 cents to $10 overnight so we could take cash. And we're getting slammed left and right with this, that, and another thing. And we're buying into every FOMO cycle there is and getting wrecked all day and all. We're not doing that. We're about the fundamentals. We're about the real cause, the real problems that these projects solved, and we're here long term. We're not just here for the quick buck to buy a new pair of sneaks. We're here to take care of our families, and we're here to make our lives better. I think this is our year. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.